Hey friends, I'm Regina. Welcome to my channel. I found these at Dollar Tree. They had some new, I don't know if y'all been seeing them in your Dollar Tree, but this is the first time my Dollar Tree had these. I think I showed y'all the pack on the last Dollar Tree video that I did, but y'all, I'm going to open these up and show you each one, and then what I made with, put out 2 of them. And okay, let's see. Let's so they're $1.25, a very good deal. $1.25 for 24 sheets of the craft 6x6 papers, and they're like a kind of like a light medium weight cardstock. Let's see. Let's open one of these packs up. Yeah, I got a couple of packs. They have other ones too. They have like kind of a, what do you call that kind of art that's like paint like splattered? I don't know. It's like, I forget what you call it. It's not pretty patterns like this. It's like more, I don't know, kind of, I forget what you call it, that kind of art. I don't know if I'll get any of that or not, but you know, like patterns, geometric patterns or whatever. Okay, so that's the sheet that comes with it, that gives the example how it looks inside. Okay, let's see. Let's look at these. Yeah, when I saw them, I had to get a couple of them. Oh, they're so pretty. So there's 24. So you get 12 patterns, 2 of each pattern, for a total of 24. Okay, so and you get 2 of each. So, and like I said, they're like a kind of a thin to medium weight cardstock, and so they're one-sided. Okay, so like 2 of this one, and which way is which? Oh, that way, I think. 2 of that one. Isn't that pretty? So 2 of this one. I'm so happy to find these in my Dollar Tree. This is kind of that abstract art kind of, but they're pretty. They're like some kind of flowers or roses. So 2 of this one. That's pretty. I like the colors. Okay. Come on now. All right. So those 2. 2 of this one. Another pretty one. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so 2 of that one. I love flowers, pretty flowers. 2 of this one. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? All of these are so pretty. $1.25 for 24 sheets. And then, okay, 2 of this one. So this was the one I used. I used that one over here on the back side of this that I made. I'll show y'all something I was playing with to see how I wanted to make that. And then I folded it over. Okay, so 2 of this one. And then if you were using this, like, you know, for a project and you wanted to, like, you could color one in with your color pencils or markers or whatever, to like a pop of color for like one of them. I like to do that kind of thing. Oh gosh, come on, let's see. Okay, 2 of that one. Okay, 2 of this one. That's pretty, like a light pastel light. Those are pretty. 2 of that one. Okay, and here's the other one that I used. The other pack that I had opened. I used this one. I used this one and this one to make this because I thought they kind of blended together in a way. Okay, so 2 of that one. Isn't that beautiful? And so I was just trying to play around and see what we could do, you know, what all we could do with these 6x6. Look at that one's pretty too. They're so colorful. Pretty and colorful. I just love these. And I may try some of those other far out abstract art kind they had too. And that one, like a dainty little almost wallpaper looking print. Okay, so that one. And so those 2 that I put together, I glued them. Well, I took them and see right there, folded right there. What is that, about a 1/4 inch? Can y'all see the fold? And then folded this one and slipped this one inside of that one. So folded that one over, so glued, you know, up under here. And then glued up under here for that fold. and let that dry real well. And I think I glued it and then put it inside of a heavy book for a while. So I'm like, yeah, I could make like some kind of a card, handmade card with this, or a journal. So there's the back. Or you could flip it around and use either front or back with this pattern. You could use whichever. So some kind of a handmade card or a journal. I haven't really, if I do, I need to cut some papers more to size. This right here, I was kind of playing around with this, but cut some papers a little bigger to fit if I'm going to do a journal. I was just playing with some, cut out some papers and book pages. That might be an index. Is that an index card right there? Yeah, I've got the 5x8 index cards. Okay, and then I think I was playing around to make a journal with this. But, you know, whatever papers you put in here, like, you know, the book pages, they're a very good resource. Okay, so if I had this in here for a journal, junk journal, whatever, just have it inside my card to add, you know, extra decorate stuff with stickers or drawings or whatever. So if I wanted to, say if I was going to make a journal out of it, where would the center, for whatever pages I cut to fit. Okay, so I'm sure most of you already know this. You know, you have like, you know, the awl, AWL, that sometimes I'll use like my, got like an antique vintage ice pick, you know, punch 1, 2, or 3 holes. If you got 3, you got one in the middle, one there and one there, or 2, you know, right there, just punch through with that awl, so have your little holes. And then, yeah, I bought me some more of this thread. Got that from Walmart for a couple of dollars. Twine, yeah, twine. I like to use that. So if you punch your holes there, some people use needles. Sometimes I just punch my holes and then put my thread, cut whatever size thread I want, and have it there near the hole. And I just use like my little awl or my ice pick thing and just kind of push that through, and then, you know, bring it around the other side and then put it through the other hole, and then you can tie it either, you know, here, tie it, and trim off the excess, or, let's see, got something from my counter on there. Okay, so, or, what I was thinking about, okay, I had this, I was pulling this stuff together, I noticed this. I got this one from Timo, but I know Dollar Tree has them too for like $1.25 or so. I haven't tried this yet. You know, like punch. Like the little punch there, you know, you could punch your, like flatten it out, like punch your holes there, and then go through the other side and punch, and then put your twine or your thread or whatever through there. You can use crochet thread. Or, and I've seen people do this. This would be a good idea too. You could flatten it out and maybe put it on one of those, what do you call the little protector things? Soft, but you don't want to mess up your surface. Put it on something, a magazine, or that, I forget what you call that little pad thing. And then, you know, flatten out, open up your staple, and push the staple, either 2 or 3 staples through, and then on the other side, whether you got the, you know, the sharp pointing side, it'll either be on the inside or the outside, according to which way that you staple it. And then whatever, you know, that pointy side, just take something and just press that down real well to where that won't prick you. That would be ouch. Okay, see, I'm going to try that with this. I'm just trying different things. And then also, you know, Dollar Tree for $1.25 has the I have some Temu and Amazon, mostly Temu, washi tapes, and then you have these cute ones. Dollar Tree has these cute ones for $1.25. The little bears. They have all kind of patterns. Excuse me. I have that one. Oh, this pollen in South Georgia. It's still bad. So yeah, that one, I like that little pattern. Washi tape can, you know, that would be a good color to go inside of this. Decorate that. Okay, and also, I think I showed y'all this last time on my haul. I bought some of this, $1.97 at Walmart for like the 1-inch masking tape. General purpose masking, to use that for like, I'm going to play around with that to make, maybe decorate, you know, the strip of that for washi tape, or just leave it like it is for, what do you call it, almost like a junk journal type look. I tried a little bit of it because I made this one. Like I said, I just had several different things out playing with them. I have my book page there, and then I glued, just cut down a piece of, I think it's just some plain copy paper. Glued that on the other side, and then the little journal that I had made playing with, I put it on the inside, and I didn't do any kind of stitching or sewing or anything like that. I just used the washi tape method. Well, I glued it's 2 different little journal things that I made with just regular copy paper. So I glued like the front, the front part of it down to that, so that was secured. And then I glued the other end of it to this end. And then, so in the middle, I've seen where you can either glue these together and, you just all total glue. That's all you have to do. No sewing, no anything. But I was like, let me try this, see how I like this. I think I could have just put one, because everything all secure and glued down there. I could have just put one little piece of the masking tape there. That would have been cute. Or, I could cover that up whenever I'm decorating, cover it up with something else. If I don't like what I put, I'll just glue these 2 together. And so I was playing around with that. And then my little library pocket things, I like to decorate those with a little collage, like, use some book pages and different stuff. Cut out little sentiments, use little stickers. So I can use that kind of collage thing inside of my little mini journals that I do. I'm still gonna fool around with those. And you can either make, I had this inside. I had done a freehand on a piece of kind of junk journal type piece, like envelope, inside of a business envelope, junk mail. Cut that, or tore that, and then my colored pencils, I did like a little freehand lily. So I held that out because I'll probably use those inside of here somehow. And then I left like little areas of where I can use for pockets in there too. The tops and some of the sides are pockets. So we put that back with that. And if we don't, for mailing something, if we don't have an envelope, for hand making a card or whatever, we could put it inside of, Dollar Tree has these envelopes, 50 envelopes for $1.25. They're the security, the nice. So they're good quality, made in USA, $1.25. And the glue I used in there to do this card thing, they've got the Aleene's and the Elmer's glue, $1.25 each at Dollar Tree. I like both of those. And let's see, I was playing around making some envelopes just for fun. There's a index card I got at it's at the 5x8 size. They have the lined and the unlined. I bought these at Walmart, so I was playing around. I made like a sturdy little envelope with that. You'd have to make something kind of small to go in there, but that was kind of fun. And I just cut the little, I don't have a punch. I just cut that. And then glued, here and folded down. How easy is that? And fun. And then I played around with making some little envelopes here. Haven't glued it down yet because I want to make a couple, so I remember. This is kind of for me to kind of remember how I folded it. And I was just kind of measuring as to what size I could put in there. If I make like a little card or something, that's the smaller 4x8 index card. It's thin, which I like the thin. I just folded that, and I can make a card out of that. Do some kind of a freehand art drawing or some stickers or whatever, and put something like that inside of there to mail that. And this little envelope, I just used, let's see, I think I just used copy paper for that. And let's see. Okay, let's unfold that. Let's see how it is. Very easy. Okay. Rika at what is her channel? Drawings with Rika. Drawings with Rika. I'll try to remember to link her channel below. She was making this, showed how to make these. So there's the paper. How does she do that? Oh, I think she folded. No, let's see. Folded like that. Anyway, I'll link hers, and she showed in the last couple of videos, she showed how to do these. See, that's why I didn't glue it yet. I need to practice a couple of times. Oh, maybe the paper was like this, and you fold like that in half to like a triangle. See that? And then, okay, and then you fold, you know, where it meets right there, fold there, score that, fold that, then on that side. And you know how a lot of envelopes are like that, so you'd glue that. And then, you know, you've got your, you just fold over there. I have to fold it better and get it more even. Yeah, so that's your, you know, your closure. So you would, you know, put your thing in there you're going to mail and then glue along there. Or, you know, if you don't have to glue it, you can put it inside of a journal. Have this just to decorate it, put it something inside and put it in a journal. That would be cute. Okay, I think that's it. I didn't mean this video to be this long. Anyway, okay, well, thank you very much for watching, my friends. And I really appreciate each and every one of y'all very, very much. And I will talk to y'all on the next video. Bye, friends.